Welcome back to the Halftime Report. Got lots of great questions coming in. We're answering some of them right now. First up, Greg in Minneapolis asks, how do the traders feel about the safety of the dividend on some of the larger oil companies like Royal Dutch, BP, maybe even Schlumberger? Jim.
I feel very good about them, particularly the super major integrateds, the Chevrons, the Royal Dutch, which I own, and the BPs. I think you'd have to see a major collapse in energy prices, like sub 45 on West Texas Intermediate, before you even want to have that conversation. They're safe. They're fine.
Next up, Al from the San Gabriel Valley in California wants to know what is up with Allergan. Jenny.
So we own AbbVie, so we have to like Allergan, right? We initially bought AbbVie and then increased our holdings when the Allergan deal was announced and AbbVie traded down. And part of the increasing of holdings was loving that combination. So we like Allergan, trades at 9.5 times, produces a ton of cash flow, great products. I would own it. I do own it.
The next question is about Beyond Meat. Is it still overvalued, asks John in Texas. And we go to Josh, obviously.
Can't believe it. Wait, it's a food question? You want me to answer it? Yeah, it's still
really a food.
Are you going to grill? Are you going to grill some Beyond Meat?
It's still overvalued. Guess what? That tells you absolutely nothing about what the share price is going to do. We were talking about, we did a couple of blog posts about Amazon yesterday. It was 40 times sales when it came public at a $50 million valuation. That 40 times sales told you absolutely nothing about the fact that it would one day be a $1 trillion company and trade 3 times sales. So this is the type of situation where I think you focus on the growth, you focus on the valuation way later, and by the time the market does fixate on any of those valuation metrics, probably that's when you want to be out. So if they can keep putting up big growth numbers, I honestly believe the momentum players in this stock will look way past anything to do with, quote unquote, is it overvalued, is it undervalued?
So it goes higher.
Yeah. It's going to go higher on its own price momentum, right, which I know people don't believe that exists, but it's true. And it's going to go higher on growth. Okay. If they can keep doing what they've been doing and announcing deals, I hate to say this, if you're short, it's going to go up.
Yep.
Well said by a gentleman who has his own steak knife in a restaurant.
I sure do. Shout out to Hunt and Fish. See you later.
Finally, Jason in Yonkers asks, what happened to Mosaic? The stock is down 27% this month. Joe.
Well, same thing that's happened to Mosaic since February of 2015. It's been a significant downtrend. I know there's some notes on the street. CNBC, I read, thinking that 2020 there could be a turnaround. It has to be the turnaround in the phosphate market. That's where the challenge has been. But the FERT names have been lousy. I think AGCO, if you're looking at the ag trade, to me, that's the trade right now that is the safest, if we could even identify the ag trade as being somewhat safe.
All right. Thanks for all the questions.